This segment of the news is brought to you by Shannon Kelly and her friendly team at Homebridge Financial Services. Call 775-209-4498 for all your home financing needs. News is also brought to you by Great Basin College. A pioneer in distance education, your success is their tradition. Now offering over 25 degree and certificate programs in Pahrump and online.
Welcome back. Several new CASAs were sworn in by Judge Robert Lane and are ready to take on cases helping kids in our community.
So excited. We graduated 8 brand new court-appointed special advocates to serve children in foster care who've been abused and neglected.
So what is court-appointed special advocates?
Well, what we do, what CASA does, is recruit, train, and supervise volunteers who go through 36 hours of training before they are sworn in by Judge Lane as officers of the court.
So where do they go from here?
They are all assigned cases that they have to fact find. And basically a CASA is the eyes and the ears of the judge. So once they have their information, they do a little investigation, they can go back to the judge and say, this is what's happening with this kid. Because the parents usually have an attorney, the state has an attorney, but there is no one to speak up for the children. And you know, this class that just was sworn in yesterday brings to over 70 the number of volunteers here in Pahrump that we have trained.
So how can people get involved in CASA? Can anybody become a CASA?
Anybody who is inquisitive, loving, kind, who has a brain so that they can do the job. We also do complete background checks, and the application process is quite in-depth.
Yes.
The form itself is a 17-page application form. We tell people not to be intimidated by it, because if they have any problem completing it, just call us and we'll help them through it.
When's the next class is starting?
Next class will be in the spring, April or May of next year.
Right. So if a person wants to enrich their lives by helping out these children, they can definitely get in touch with CASA. If you don't want to be a court-appointed special advocate, you take all sorts of volunteers, right?
We take volunteers for our events, you know, to help out with ticket sales, to help out with silent auctions and all that kind of stuff. Being a nonprofit, we have to do all of that to keep the doors open.
And if you want to donate?
Donate to CASA, 702-592-5276.
Tanya Brum speaks to Humana's Dixon Keller about the deadline for healthcare's open enrollment.
Hi, welcome to Health and Safety Tips for Seniors. Dixon is back with me to tell you that the clock is ticking down. Dixon, please explain to people why it's so important that they take care of this with the open enrollment and with their Medicare.
Thank you, Tanya. Medicare open enrollment ends tomorrow, December the 7th. The day has come, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't made those changes, tomorrow is your last chance to do that. But I do have some good news for you. If you are procrastinating a little bit and you still want to have a little bit more time, if you have diabetes, congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease, peripheral arterial disease, respiratory problems, and the list goes on, so you still have an opportunity to make a change to your health plan during the rest of the year. Or if you're just turning 65, okay, or you've just moved to Nevada, you still have an opportunity. But for the rest of you, tomorrow's your deadline. Get into the office over at Healthcare Partners Medical Office Building. We have a Humana office there. We have licensed sales agents that will help you make those changes. If you have Humana and you like what you have, and I know you do, you don't have to do anything. Just relax and enjoy the rest of the holidays.
Dixon's been with us for several weeks, and I thank him so much for all his information. It's been critically important. This is Tanya Brum reporting for KPVM TV, News 46.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside and see what it looked like earlier today on our Glenn Lerner weather cam. Little clouds in the sky. We'll find out more after this break.